Railroad Preserver 2000 here, back again doing another Minecraft stream. This is a redo of the previous Traincraft stream I did. I deleted it and the other attempted streams, because I figured, given my disposition yesterday, it was probably better that I do it all again and try again and start over. You get the idea. Currently I've got my computer speakers muted, but I am in my Discord's voice chat. But if anybody talks, I'm not going to be able to hear them. So, yeah, after much deliberation and attempts, I'm going to just do an entirely new station design. I don't know what it's going to be because this is all custom. So please just bear with me while I work out all the bugs. Understand that I'm most likely not going to be talking much, so if you're expecting me to say anything or look at live chat, you are mistaken. So I just want you to watch and just enjoy what I managed to come up with, no matter how cursed or how interesting. So with that out of the way, let us begin, shall we? To start with, I need to build a base. I'm going to swap these out with dirt blocks. I'm mainly doing this so I have symmetry. It's more markers than anything. Alright. And that's just to make sure everything is level so that I can do this. There we go. And this is meant to represent land, so I think you can guess what type of station I'm going to build. It's roughly the same dimensions as the Bright Sun train station, except a little bit wider given the fact that the track, well, the track basically looks like, well, I say that. The track basically looks like this. So as for what layout I'm going to use for the overall station platforms, I'm most likely going to use this, but I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to make it have a stub end station where the track just comes directly into the station and dead ends like it's not a through station, or if it should be more or less like this, where you've got one mainline track going off this way, and then you got maybe a siding that comes in, and then you have, and that's where, you know, your trains come in. Like, say you've got this, right? Then you can make a Y, so the trains can turn out. But I don't know how well that'll work, so, and this, understand, this here is all hypothetical. I'm still brainstorming how I want this to look, so let me see, and I need to get this up a bit. Excuse me, I forgot. Common sense lamp, you don't touch the top unless you want your fingers cooked. Anyways, there we go. Hang on, let's try this instead. That ain't gonna work. Well, it seems the stub end station has won. Though understand, what I'm probably gonna build in this plot is gonna be the main station building. The actual train shed will have to be built separately over here. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I tried asking a developer if maybe I could build over the road, like, pretty much like this. You know, there could be like a bridge or a tunnel. Probably over the roads would have a tunnel, like a lit tunnel, but that ain't happening. So, yeah, that's just great. So it's going to be interesting trying to get the dimensions to line up. Although what I could do is maybe raise the station, make it elevated, or I can just make everything underground, like have underground platforms and whatnot, kind of like Penn Station. Of course, I don't know about this yet. I'm still just trying to brainstorm how I want it to look. Okay, so that is... that. I think right now I've got this at about 30 by 30, so that's a very rough estimate. Yeah, that's a 30 by 30 station. Rough estimate. And understand, this here is going to literally be just the building. There is, if I do build the train shed, it's literally going to start by here, and then it'll just, or it's either going to be built, start being built here, or start here. I don't know yet. This here would be the basement. And since this is all going to be raised up, well, you know how this is going to go. So this is going to be most likely all stone because underground workings. If you guys want to make a time lapse of this stream, feel free, because I'd be very interested to see someone do that with this project. Also got a very pretty Georgia sunset going on outside the room right now. And I just realized I could do this way better in a super flat version of this world without the plot setting. So I think what I'm going to do is rebuild what I have so far in the super flat world. So, excuse me, gentlemen, while I work this out. Also, let me make sure my computer brightness is up all the way. Excuse me, sorry. Alright, everything's glitching. Seems normal for a nearly decade-old PC. You can hear all the doggos going crazy downstairs. Seems normal. Let me see. There's filters on here. Let me see. What does this look like? No. No. Hey, Steel Shark. Okay, single player, check. This, no. Create new world. Creative, mobile options, super flat. There we go. Done. And boom. And in case you thought this stream was being done solo, think again. Oh good, there's my new building slate. La. It's not coming, okay. Door. Yes, I'm being joined by the Dobry Stove, Lathor. And now I just got a heck of a lot brighter. Why? Because I turned my ceiling fan on, which is finally working after like God knows how long. Also, there's all the magnets I decided to keep, among other things. Thor. And he's licking his tail. Thor, can you quit looking like an artistic sculpture piece and look at me, bro? Please? Nope. Okay. Well, there's that. But yeah, now you know he's in here. And we have slimes. Wonderful. Now where's the village? There should be a bloody village around here. Aha! Village sighted. Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? Of course the game crashes. Why wouldn't it? That seems normal. I love that this mod ended up making a train station for the village. I love that. Although, can we discuss the fact as to why the trains are comically tiny? I mean, these look like models, for God's sakes. Oh well, no big deal. Ticket office clerk. God, I miss the old school Minecraft village. You know, it'd be nice if one of the newer Minecraft updates actually brought back this style of village somewhere, like as a heritage village, or maybe an abandoned, as an Easter egg to an earlier version of the game, you know? Like, say the abandoned village is literally in this style, you know? That'd be nice. And oh, look. Empty. That is funny that there's two stations in a little town like this. But they call that a station? Sorry, but I've seen small town stations that actually look a bit nicer than this. So, let us get our required supplies, and we shall continue where we left off. And I am going to have the chiseled stone bricks as the cornerstones to indicate where the basement part of this ends and where the upper portion starts. So there's that shut off. That way I'm not using a metric ton of power, even though I'm sure the computer uses a bunch, among other things. Alright, so what do I've got? I got stone bricks, I got chisel bricks, Alright, I got all this, I got all that. And before you guys start screaming at me, yes, I know I could be doing this in the current version of Minecraft, but remember, this computer, I'm actually running the game through Technic, so this is not going to be 100% accurate. So $29.30. Right, 2, 3. Sorry, you guys, you're going to hear me counting. See, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Move it back around and repeat the process all over again. So there's our base, and this is just for the station. The platform part might extend outwards a bit on the side, so we can go in and account for this and say maybe, we'll say the platforms extend out 4 to 5 blocks. Okay, right? Then we have this. This is so there can be cornerstones. Now, the reason I'm doing this is for windows, believe it or not. I like stations that have huge glass windows. I'm all about natural light. That's something I've always liked when I do this stuff. So I want to make sure that there's plenty of room for that with 3x3 windows. So, with this in mind, we can say that there's multiple platforms on either side, as well as the main few on the other side. And now, if you'll notice, we're off center, so I've got to fix this. Don't worry, the answer is simple. We just do this. Now, understand, all this is going to be above ground since the block number is, well, that. I don't know what I'm going to put under here, so for now, I might just keep this hollow. I will put windows in, though, to deter mob spawning. And Thor's going crazy again, as usual. What do you want? Hang on, y'all. Thor's going nuts. Literally spinning in circles. Fine. Go. And also, I'm going to be having to go to work in the morning, so that's going to be interesting, trying to get from my hometown to Athens by road at, I think, 8 something in the morning, 8:30 or 9. Haven't decided what time I want to leave at yet, but yes. Also, I've got a nice update for those curious as to my school path. Currently, we had our first final today, and I managed to pass it with a 90, which is honestly better than what I was even expecting. And that says a lot coming from me. Here's to hoping the next one will be as good. because that's going to be the electrical stuff. Ugh. I shudder to think as to how good or how bad that will go. So now comes the cornerstones. Figures. As much as I would love to do that, I am not going to do an entire subway network underneath this station. So, yes, and since this is all going to be elevated, track-wise and all, well, I'll say this. I think you will know exactly where this is going. And now this here would be pretty much at either ground level or somewhere else, depending. Now, if you'll notice here, what I'm doing is I'm making about 3 by 3 areas of pillars. Now, why am I doing that? Simple. Because that is where oh crud, what do you call it? My brain ain't working. That's going to be where there's pillars holding the station up. As to what rooms this station would have in its basement, I don't know yet. So that's all going to stay open for now. I'm just adding in windows to know where, so I know where everything will go. This is going to be a multi-part stream as well, so I can't give an estimation for how long this may take. So just know it's going to be a while. And I don't even know if I'll do it every day, so yes. Charson Richardson, I don't know, I have to ask, you say hi to me in every stream and whatnot, but why the interest? I'm curious. I'm asking because I'm wondering why, why do all of you want to join in streams that, in all honesty, get very boring and bland after less than a minute? Let's be perfectly honest here. I mean, really. I'm not the most interesting guy, okay? I'm just saying. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's a hard truth to face. I am not someone who's interesting. Oh, yes, that's right. And this here is going to be the front of the station. So what I'm thinking is most stations in major cities now, the platforms are all completely underground. So this is going to be a stub end station where the track is elevated. I think there was a station in New Jersey that was like this. But since the station is going to have a major entryway, that means there are going to be less windows in the front. So with that being put into effect, I think you know where this is going. There's going to be 2 on each side. 2 sets of windows on the side, I should add. Let me do the power of yeet. There we go. Now, if you'll notice, I'm adding chiseled bricks wherever there's joints. Now, that's deliberate. It helps me mark where the pillars, the quartz pillars, are going to go above this. This is going to be the floor area. This is going to be the ceiling. So, or is it? I really don't know yet. What I might do is I might make this excuse me, sorry. What I might do is I might make it so that there's another layer of stone brick underneath this. Because the reason I say this is I want this to have a separate floor, because I don't want you to walk into the station and what you're greeted by is like stone, you know, pure gray stone brick. You know, it doesn't work, you know? Now let's see, I'm doing this to mark out the staircases next. That's what this is. This is going to mark out pillars for staircases, pillars for the entryways, you know, stuff like this. So we could have 3 sets of stairs, 2 slim and 1 broad, or we could have 2 broad sets of stairs and have a huge pillar in the middle. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Slim on each side and broad in the middle, or just broad altogether? Because I think this would look more symmetrical. This is just me. Okay, I want to clarify. This is just me. I may save this as a template. Now here's why I say this. In 1.7.10 you have nowhere near the amount of block options you have today. So I think what I'm going to do is, since I now have a concrete idea of what I want this station to look like, I'm going to do the main build in 1.20 instead of 1.7.10, because from what I hear the map may reset in a while, so there would be no point in trying to build a project like this in survival on a map where there genuinely will be no point in doing it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this here. I've got the dimensions. In fact, I'm going to write them down right now. I know the station is 30 by 30, plus maybe 5 to 7 on the edges. So, with that being said, and this is just me going and brainstorming here. $30 by 30 SQ, that means square because it's a square. And that's going to be, the front is going to be, let's see, counting this, 1, 2, 3, front is, I believe, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And I could always make this have 2 pillars, so we could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. F is, of course, for front. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's plus 10 back. That I would put BS for backside, but then, of course, that would be misinterpreted into something else. So, we got our measurements, crude measurements, mind you, in terms of dimensions. So, that means I can move on to a different stream now. Yes, I'm actually got some pep in my step now, so I'm going to use it. Roblox is next, so to those of you who are bored, feel free to join the madness. Rare Preserver 2000 signing off on Minecraft, getting ready to sign on to Roblox.